Bill Gates says everyday farmers hold the key to pulling the third world or the developing world out of poverty. Now, the Microsoft chairman was speaking on behalf of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And as he was talking, he was quite clear. He believes farming is a key part of any form of development. Join me in the library and you'll see why Mr. Gates thinks so. First of all, he's not talking agri-farmers or major agribusiness. He's talking about small plot farmers, which he describes as the world's most powerful lever to actually get people out of the poverty trap. They need to be self-sufficient, seed capital, and he believes eventually they are the future for moving people up the food chain, literally. Now, the foundation is already providing some of that money. It's not only providing money for things like seeds, but it's also crucially providing money for engineering and discovery of better seeds for most suitable environments and for, of course, the entire scientific research to make them resistant to infection. The Gates Fund needs protection during these austere times. Mr. Gates recognises quite clearly that the austerity in Europe and the budget deficit problems in the United States means providing money, public money, for these causes might not be regarded as very popular in difficult times. Even so, as you'll now hear, Bill Gates told me, this is one crucial way that we can make a difference.
You want to empower them so that they have crops that they consume and sell. But what happens is no one's willing to put the research in to develop the new seeds, to help them learn how they should do the farming. And so by putting a little bit of government or philanthropic money in, you put them in a whole new level of ability. And then it's self-sustaining as a business after that.
Self-sustaining up to a point, but, and there is always, unfortunately, an economic but in these environments. Let's just take the rising commodity prices, which is, of course, hitting people in their pockets. But also, a collapse in commodity prices can hit farmers, so they are very much at the whim of the market.
Well, over time, food prices have gone up because the population's going up, and all we'd have to do is raise African productivity to being anywhere near European or American productivity, and these farmers would do quite well, and the prices would not be nearly as high.
Particularly in your own country, where the budget deficit debate is very real and there will be cutbacks. How can you advance that argument that helping somebody 3,000 miles away, let's face it, Mr. Gates, that's the easy bit to cut?
Well, over the last decade, the United States has become more generous, particularly in health areas. The AIDS support through PEPFAR Global Fund has been quite amazing. Now, as you say, budgets are tight. So far, these foreign aid things have not been cut substantially, and there'll be, next year's budget and the next year's budget. If we can really explain what the impact is, I think we won't see substantial cuts there. Certainly the UK, Australia, many other countries kept the support for the very poorest, the aid that's very measurable. They kept that and decided that they would not balance their budget on the reduction of helping the very poorest.
This seems to me to be the perfect example of your theory and philosophy of how market economies and the business and the development and developing world comes together, because farming is a business and it is a small business. Does it seem particularly attractive to you?
Well, it's very exciting because the science of helping these farmers out is improving a lot, helping them avoid disease, getting this productivity up, using less water, being sustainable with new techniques. And all it takes is a little bit of help before they can go out and be making food that allows everyone to eat better. So yes, it's exciting to learn, and it's great to see that governments who had lost a focus on these farming issues, they're now coming back. Now, as you say, budgets are tight, but people are realizing that they underfunded these agricultural efforts, and they're encouraging each other now to get back and really make these investments.